Take out the pillars and the beams that are holding up this false structure and let it crumble, because you are going to be stuck in the rat race of I have to work, I have to do all these things in order for money to come through. And if I don't, it's not going to, and I'm going to end up with nothing. I'm going to be the laughing stock. Everybody's going to be like, see, I told you couldn't do it. They're going to see me try and fail. They're going to have to watch me get a job again. I'm going to have to swallow my pride, go back to making a few bucks an hour. No, you fucking don't. But you will if you keep harping on that story, because the world's a mirror and you're reflecting that back over and over and over again.
What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Welcome to the Roxy Talks Manifestation Podcast, your raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic source for all things manifestation related. I'm Roxy Lee, and for the last decade, I have been researching and developing my signature 360 method, which combines behavioral science, quantum physics, and the law of attraction to help you manifest a life beyond your wildest dreams. Visit roxytalks.com for more info. Now, let's get into it.
What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Welcome to another episode of the Roxy Talks Manifestation Podcast, where we discuss manifesting your dream reality, your ideal self, your biggest, wildest goals, creating world-changing, iconic businesses and empires, becoming the baddest, bitch-ass versions of ourselves that we can imagine, and then expanding our imagination so we can imagine even bigger and badder ass versions of ourselves, and then continuing that process over and over and over again. And that is how we become the most ideal version of ourselves. It's how we achieve wild, wild, wild mega dreams. Ooh, mega dreams, I like that. It's how we achieve our mega dreams. It's how we do things that are unthinkable to most people. Because I'll tell you what, this journey of really manifesting your dreams, lately I've had to really break down what that means. I'm elevating what I'm doing in my business. I'm elevating my mindset. I'm elevating my messaging and refining how I show up. I'm refining my offer suite. I'm refining all of my business to serve me in a much higher capacity. Truth be told, I'm working on bringing in six-figure months. That is my next GPS milestone. So right now I'm currently working on really understanding what it means to manifest your dreams to me, because that's what I'm here to guide you toward, right? I'm here to speak to the big dreamers, to the visionaries, to the super driven, the ambitious people who have a mission, who have a purpose, who are like, I cannot just be a regular person on planet Earth. Just being one of the regular people is not on the agenda for me, and I can't do it. I can't stand it. You have a hard time sitting in regular conversations about the mundane. You find yourself not being able to relate to a lot of the people around you because they just want to talk small. They want to talk about other people. They want to talk about gossip. They want to talk about bullshit. They want to talk about stuff that doesn't expand them. They want to talk about their problems. They want to keep harping on what's not working. But you're like, oh my God, get me out of this conversation. If that is you, then you are my people. We are on this mission together, and I'm really just working to gather as many of us as possible and really drive this ship or ride this train, whatever we're doing, into the land of our dreams, into the land of possibility, into the realm of bigger than anybody has ever thought. We are the next wave of the Renaissance. We are the next generation of world changers. And we are not going to be able to change the world unless we are taking steps to do it every single day. You have to be working on your mission. You have to be working on your dream. You have to be working on your business, your empire, whatever it is, every single day. You have to be working on your passion every single day, or you're not going to get it done. If you don't work on it, when does it happen? If you don't put your attention on changing the world in the way that you are here to do it, when does that happen? And we know with manifestation, change doesn't happen until you start changing your thoughts and your actions, right? So the same thing is going to happen with the world at large. It's all your manifestation anyways. It's all your creation anyways. So if you want to manipulate your creation in the best way possible, you want to bring positivity to the world, you want to bring light, you want to bring harmony, you want to bring joy, you want to bring peace to the world. It's time to start working on it now. And so today I wanted to talk about, yes, attracting clients, because this is something that keeps coming up. I'm noticing a lot on social media, in my interactions with clients. It's very on, people's minds to get people paying them for what they're doing. I'm seeing that, like, it's almost like a frantic energy of like, if I don't start making money now, or if I don't make more money now, then I'm fucked. I'm fucked and everything's going to fall apart. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to go back to my job. Everything's going to fall apart. I'm going to be a failure. I'm going to lose it all. And that's just not true. It's not true. And I tell you, one, as somebody who has thought that for years, I thought that for years in my business. I just passed my 4-year anniversary in business as Roxy Talks. For probably like 2.5 years, I spent all of that time just being terrified that everything was going to run out and I was going to lose everything and like be publicly shamed and humiliated for losing everything and end up on the streets with nothing. Because that's like been my greatest fear. I wouldn't say it's that anymore, because I've definitely been working on it, but losing everything is probably the thing I have to work most on. Just loss in general is what I probably have to work the most on in my own thoughts and in my own self-work, because of just the, stuff that happened to me in my childhood. So, and this is just how it is for everybody. We all have the stuff that happened to us when we were really young that was harmful and painful for us as young people without the proper tools to deal with it. And it made a lasting impression. And since then, we've been recreating those situations through the mirror of reality, either trying to outdo it or run from it or fix it. So we can kind of end up in these cycles of repeating the painful parts of our past over and over and over and over again. And that's where, as a manifestation coach, I really come in and shine, because that's what I noticed was the problem. The reason why you manifest anything you don't like, I swear to you, is because something happened in your childhood that started the ball rolling, and you've been manifesting something like that since then. Like if you look at, let's say today, you had, this is something that just came up. I've had people come to me that are like, I keep getting pushed out of jobs. Everywhere I go, everybody, somehow they end up thinking I'm the asshole, and everybody turns on me, and then I end up having to quit, and it sucks because I really love my job, and then I have to leave because the people like don't get me, and there's these bitches, and then they gang up on me, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I guarantee you, it probably went back all the way to like not just schoolyard shit, but maybe even like in your family, maybe siblings bullying you, or you not being good enough, or people going behind your back, or there being like mistrust in your family. Like it goes so far back that we don't even realize it. And then we're carrying around this issue for years. You're carrying around for a lifetime until you're lucky enough to stumble upon something like this episode or in a coaching session, and you find out, oh shit, I've been doing that since I was 3.5 or whatever. I remember that I was 6 years old. So when it comes to your customers and your clients and your business and all that shit, it's kind of the same story. It's the same story that you've always had. So if you have a fear of loss, like I kind of cultivated in my childhood, then, it would make sense that you're afraid that you're not going to be able to maintain the business or the sales or the clients or whatever, the growth, and it's all going to run out. That just so happens to be, that's a common story. It's not everybody's story. There are different stories that people have. I know I do not have that story. I'm being careful of how I affirm here. I can relate to you. I mean, fuck that. No, I can't relate to that story. Sorry. Sorry. I don't even know what that feels like to think that. Oh my gosh. But really, like, hey, let's 360 our stories at all moments of the day, even if we're recounting a true story, even if we're not even talking about our current life. Why even identify, right? So there is, I heard the word fear mongering in my head. There's some fear mongering going on in the business space, in the empire building, in the creation of the financial freedom, in the building of the lifestyle that supports you in doing your passion and your purpose on the planet. Now, I know it feels hard because we're taught and we're told and we're conditioned to think our whole lives that you have to make money you have to work to make money. And if you don't, you're not going to make money. You're going to end up on the street. You're going to end up a loser. You're going to end up on someone's couch or whatever. Like, it's never, according to society, been smart to get like an art degree. You know what I'm saying? And actually, I would have a music degree if the story had been like you can make money doing music, because the only reason I got a behavioral science degree is because it was a more grounded like option for me. I was going to be a teacher. I went to college to get a teaching degree because I wanted to be a musician and my family wanted me to get a degree. And while I was in school, I realized I was like, I do not want to be a teacher. Like, this is just not, and here I am. But I was like, I do not want to be a teacher. Like working in a school, I just realized like that is not my passion. It's not like where I'm supposed to be in life. And so I took a year off of school and I got some advice that for a minute was bad advice, then ended up being good advice, which is, you don't have to get a degree in anything. Just get a degree. Just have the degree. It doesn't matter what it's in, which, for a long time was really bad advice because I never once used my degree until I started this business. But my degree was in behavioral science. And actually, I'm just telling you a little bit of my backstory, but I was already majoring in behavioral science when I was going to be a teacher. My minor was in elementary school education. That's how my school was structured. So you would major in behavioral science and then learn about psychology, sociology, history, political science, anthropology, and economics. And then you would minor in the, age range of education that you wanted to teach. So I had this behavioral science degree that I was working on, and I didn't want to minor in elementary education anymore. So I took this advice and I was like, okay, let me just find something that's interesting enough to keep me in school so I can get my degree. So I decided to to minor in criminal justice because that was always interesting to me. I was always watching, Law and Order, and I was always fascinated by the crime shows and shit back in the day. This was before Investigation ID. So I was like, let me get this criminal justice minor so that I can at least get through college, find it interesting, and get the fuck out of here, right? But I knew I wasn't going to be a counselor. I knew I wasn't going to be, like a parole officer or anything like that. So it was kind of like I got this degree and then I never used it. I ended up just being in the food and beverage industry. I was working in bars and restaurants. I was in bands and cover bands. I did sales. I worked in stores. I did, odd jobs here and there. I tried starting little, I was going to say businesses, but basically I got hooked into MLMs. Like I was kind of like floating, lost amongst the sea. And then over time, I realized I could have got a music degree because I could have charged for like voice lessons and, helping people with their music degrees. And then all of a sudden it started to become smart and viable in society to get an art degree. But there's still this story of you can't make money doing what you love. Following a passion is not smart. Like we're really indoctrinated as a society into not doing the thing that actually makes us the most powerful. They don't teach us about manifestation in school. They don't teach us about our true power. They don't teach us how to love and interact with each other. They don't teach us how to actually radiate positivity and joy on the planet. They don't teach us how to tap into our purpose. And there's a reason for it. Because somewhere along the lines, the narrative was manipulated so that it would serve somebody else. It would stop serving us as individuals and us as a planet, and it would serve the few. So my purpose on planet Earth is to unlock all of that stuff that's hidden within us, in each and every person on the planet. Unlock that stuff that was put away and hidden away and avoided because you were told you're not supposed to do it. You can't do it. It's not smart to be successful. Just get a regular job. Just get something predictable. Just get something that you know will bring you money. When in reality, going that route, literally spending an hour of your life for like a couple bucks is such a worse idea than tapping into your infinite creative power, learning how to harness the abundance of the planet, and letting yourself magnetize all of the wealth and prosperity that you desire to you while you do what you absolutely love on the planet. That is how this world is set up. Yet I'm over here 4 years into convincing you to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's how deeply ingrained all of this shit is. So the first thing you need to do if you want customers to come and you want them fast, how to get paying customers fast? Well, you need to start dismantling all the shit that I just spent 15 minutes talking about. You have to get underneath the building. You have to get under the foundation and start taking this apart. Take out the pillars and the beams that are holding up this false structure and let it crumble. Because you are going to be stuck in the rat race of I have to work, I have to do all these things in order for money to come through. And if I don't, it's not going to. And I'm going to end up with nothing. I'm going to be the laughing stock. Everybody's going to be like, see, I told you couldn't do it. They're going to see me try and fail. They're going to have to watch me get a job again. I'm going to have to swallow my pride, go back to making a few bucks an hour. No, you fucking don't. But you will if you keep harping on that story, because the world's a mirror and you're reflecting that back over and over and over again. So attracting the clients is going to be one part working on your mindset, okay? You've got to work on the mindset. There is nothing that supersedes your mindset. There is no physical situation or circumstance or history or whatever that can beat your current mindset, okay? Everything you think is real will manifest in your world, period. If you do not change that, then it doesn't change. So mindset is first, because part of the reason you don't have paying clients now is because you think you don't. Right there itself, how to attract paying clients fast. What you're saying is, I don't have clients and I need them to come now, because if I don't, right? It all kind of folds in on each other. So we got to switch that affirmation up. I have lots of paying clients. Tons of people come to me daily. I make sales every day. That one's from Bridget James Ling. I'm always getting new inquiries for my business. People are reaching out every single day. New clients come to me daily. I'm signing on new clients every day. Whatever it is, you want to start saying a different affirmation, something else, something better, something that describes what you really want. And then comes the practical work, right? There's the mindset work, there's the strategy. And that's how it is for business, period. And that's if you come to me for coaching, or if you're in the Big Beautiful Dreams Club, or if you're with me in Synergy, or even in my upcoming mastermind, it is all about the mindset and the strategy. It's the thoughts and then it's the action. Because we have to have both. You have to have both going in the right direction, or it's just simply not going to land the way you want it to. It's not going to grow as big as you want it to, because it's like having one foot on the gas and one foot at the brake at the same time. Let's put both feet on the gas, or like one foot on the gas and nothing on the brake. So mindset work is number one. You have to start saying something different, expecting something different, and not just like once. This is every single day. Like I told you in the beginning, I'm manifesting 6-figure months. So I make 6-figure months. I've been saying that every day for like 2 weeks now. I make 6-figure months. I make 6-figure months. I make 6-figure months. And more, right? I'm diving into it. And then I'm also doing the work of setting up my offer suite to bring in 6-figure months. So I'm doing the mindset work and I'm working on it every single day. I'm in meditation every day. I'm 360ing my brains. I'm 360ing my thoughts every single day. 360method.co if you want to learn more about that. It's my signature method. It's how I manifest, and it's what has changed my life and led me where I am today and will take me to where I'm going. It's changed my life. It's saved my life. It's the best thing. So I'm using 360 method to make sure that I'm not creating a breeding ground for failure within my mind about my fears in my business, right? So I have to use my thoughts wisely, but then I also have to do the work. And so you also have to do the strategy of actually building a business that people want to be a part of. Your brand is enticing. Your brand is cohesive. It makes your clients feel something. It makes them want to be a part of your world. Your Instagram, your website, your TikTok, your podcast, your blog, your whatever, your ads, whatever it is, all of it has the same feeling and vibe. It's not just your logo. It's not just your color scheme. It's the credo of your business. It's the mission. It's the purpose behind everything that you're doing. And you're sharing that with your audience and you're bringing them along the journey. And you're showing them where you're going and where you're bringing them. Because here at Roxy Talks, I have billion-dollar dreams, multi-billion-dollar dreams, and I know you do too. I want to change the world for the better. I want to bring back peace on earth. I want every human being to have food, utilities, medical care, mental health care, and education about their energy and the possibility of their creative forces. I want every human on the planet to be given the basic necessities that will allow them to not live in scarcity, live in fear, so that they can use their gifts to do what they came to do. That's my purpose. And in that purpose, I'm also empowering you who's listening right now. I'm empowering you to do your purpose. Because that's why Roxy's on the planet, but you are here for your own reason. And it's powerful. It's magnificent. You may not even realize that you have world-changing goals within you, but I promise you, you do. And it's funny because in the beginning of this episode, when I was talking about like the very beginning, I had to stop what I was doing. And I was like, holy shit, this is a book. And I wrote down a whole synopsis of a book about how to not just step into your ideal self, but to grow that vision. Because I didn't always have this grand vision. I never, up until maybe last year, did I ever think about changing the world. So for the last year, I've had this grander vision unfolding. I remember it started right before my 39th birthday, and I'm turning 40 in a few weeks. So this is new for me, something that I've unlocked. Before that, my biggest goal or my biggest way I could see myself was being like a Lady Gaga, a Beyonce, a Rihanna. Like that was my goal. And now that's like, okay, well, obviously, yeah, of course. Of course, that's just another milestone along the path. But overall, I'm here to change the world, and I'm here to affect positive change on the entire planet. My goal is to touch every human being on the planet. And I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't been working on my mindset so thoroughly every single day. And unlocking these dreams within me, unlocking this purpose that was bigger than just the surface level, selfish, I want to be famous and rich shit, right? Which, and I don't want to say selfish. It's just, I mean it as in like, it's about me, right? So now I see I can have the about me part, the part that serves me, and also serve the rest of humanity at the same time by sharing this message. By doing my music, by doing the thing that I love to do and showing you what's possible, taking you along the journey with me so you know that this is happening in real time, that you could do this with your dreams and your goals. And I'm also giving you the tools and insight and strategy and mindset work as I'm going along. I'm using it in my own world. I'm putting it to the test, and I'm sharing with you what you can do to do this in your world. So, fuck yes, I expect you to do your biggest dream. I expect you to do your biggest dream, and then I expect you to realize that your biggest dream is nothing. It's small potatoes. It's just going to be one of the things you do. Because you're going to unlock so much more within you, I promise. That's our dream. That's our goal with Roxy Talks. We are building iconic, world-altering empires here. I want you to do every dream that you have and more. because there's so much more in you that you don't even understand yet. You haven't even been given the first hint of it yet. You haven't even been given the first whiff of it yet. There's so much more for all of us out there, okay? So when it comes to creating a brand that people want to be a part of, share your vision, share your mission, share your values on a larger scale. Show up and give value to your clients and your customers and your audience every day. I've had the podcast for 4 years. I've been going live on Mindset Monday every Monday for 4 years. We've been putting out content on the website, on the blog, on Instagram, now TikTok for 4 years, right? Obviously not TikTok for 4 years, but actually, hold on, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. So I've been serving my community by sharing this message relentlessly. And I'm doing it right now in this moment. I'm doing what I'm talking about in this moment right now. I'm serving. I'm giving you value. I'm giving you the exact formulas and mindset that I would give somebody that was in my private coaching. Because it's not about gatekeeping. The information needs to be shared far and wide. That's my mission. I've always said that everybody deserves to know that they're in complete control of their reality. I firmly believe that. And that is why I'm here on this planet, because I have to let everyone know. And then beyond that, because this is something else I've unlocked recently, I have to then help them with the actual tools of living to make it livable so that they can dream, so that they can do the big art and the goals and whatever the purpose is. So it's not just, again, about the mindset, it's about the strategy too, it's about the action. So let your people know who you are, what you stand for, what you see for yourself in the world, what you see for them. Bring them along the vision of where you want them to go so that they can see themselves in your brand. And then you show up every day and you give value, whether that's with your posts, your blog, your LinkedIn, your videos, your shorts, your TikToks, your reels, your stories, your Facebook posts, your podcast episodes, whatever it is that you're hosting. And this is just free stuff, right? I'm not even talking about once people are behind closed doors and they're in your world. Obviously, we serve there too, but for the rest of the world, if you want to build an audience of people who not just pay, but come back over and over, who stick around and who stick through the journey with you, who cheer you on, who want to see you win, the people who are going to be there through the different iterations of your growth and through your business. Like, for example, when I decided to start selling chili, that had its own situation, but people are still to this day talking about Chili and rooting her on and like, I can't wait till she comes back. And aside from the message, and she had her roots in Roxy Talks, the stuffed animal is completely removed from what I do here in this business, right? It almost has nothing to do with it. But it also has everything to do with it because it's part of my dream. And, you know, this album that I've been working on for years, I know I keep talking about it. It is all unfolding in due time and in the perfect time. But when I release that, guess who my audience is? It's you. You are the person that I'm going to put that in front of. You are the person that I'm making music for. And even though music doesn't quite fit the same genre as what we're doing here, it does because lyrically, the content is going to help you stay focused and stay aligned all day long. So you can go into your regular world, you can listen to regular music, and it can keep you on track with your goals instead of triggering you or making you think about that breakup you had or that past situation where blah, 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 blah. So I'm sharing the vision of the business. I'm sharing my vision. I'm telling you where I want to see you go. I'm showing up and giving value, giving free content. I'm bringing you along the journey. I'm getting to know you. How many of you have had a personal experience with me? And if you haven't yet, I encourage you to DM me on Instagram and let me know how this episode is resonating for you. But if you have had a personal experience with me, then you know that I'm here. It's really me you're interacting with. I genuinely care about what's going on in your world. I want to get to know you. And in fact, the longer I've been doing this and the more I show up in my community, the more I actually do get to know you. And there are people that are going to be listening to this who I've had multiple conversations with, who I know all kinds of stuff about your life and where you've been and where you're going and what your dreams are. Because the genuine connection is part of my mission and part of my brand. I'm here to actually connect with you as a human and show you the way, help you get there, help you develop your dreams, your gifts, your goals, whatever it is, and become that person you want to be. So being in my world, there's a big sense of community, right? And we also have all of our amazing community members who support each other on community.roxytalks.com, in the Big Beautiful Dreams Club, in Synergy, in 360 Method, on Mindset Monday, inside of our Voxer coaching groups. We have the most supportive community. And that's another reason being a part of Roxy Talks is so powerful, is that you have accountability and community. You get to talk to people who understand you. You get to talk to people who you say, yeah, I want to be a billionaire. And they're like, cool, let's work on it. Like, what do you need from me? How can I help you? And that's what we're creating, right? We're changing the world. The ripple effects of what we're doing are going to change the world, period, because that's my intention for this. So Roxy Talks as a brand is a place, it's an experience, it's an uncovering and unfolding, it's a growth, it's joy coming into your life, it's a becoming, it's a stepping into who you were meant to be on this planet, and so much more. And then when I have all of this going for me and going for you and this momentum building, then I can create products and opportunities for you that I know will help you along your journey. And I know they'll help you because I'm actually getting to know you. I'm talking to you. I know what you're dealing with. I know what you're working on. I know where you want to go. And so I can create opportunities like Big Beautiful Dreams Club, which is a membership that allows you to consistently work on your business and build your dream every fucking day. And every month we have new challenges and new game plans and new opportunities for you to work with me and your fellow dreamers to build your empire. And then we have Synergy, where it's that because you get that membership, but you also get more time with me. More of a concierge service, more VIP treatment, more red carpet, more personalization, more FaceTime. You get to actually talk to me and have me help you work on your business. And you have access to all of my programs, everything that I've ever created, all my meditations, everything that is in the Roxy Talks world is at your fingertips when you're in Synergy, including my perspective and my help. And then beyond that, we have the mastermind coming, where this is going to be a high level group for people who are already earning 50, 60,000, 100K, 250K months and beyond, who want a space for accountability, to plug in, to remember who the fuck they are, to get super jacked up on other people's high energy, to be around people who are doing big things in the world, to be inspired by people like you that are on the same journey. And so I have these spaces for you, for the person out there who has the dreams, who wants to build these empires, who wants to build these businesses. I cultivate the spaces. I create opportunities for you, programs, masterclasses, live streams, challenges, whatever they are, to help you along this journey. I make myself available. You have the opportunity to work with me one-on-one or in one of my groups, one of my memberships. And if that's not possible for you, which I totally understand, I've been there, you have this episode, you have this podcast where I'm sharing the same information. I want to see you doing your big, beautiful dream. I want to see you changing the world. I want to see you getting your message out to everybody. And when you combine that with offers that serve your clients where they are and take them to the transformation that they desire, then buying from you is a no-brainer. You're showing them the vision. You're sharing with them your story, your experience. You're sharing with them why you're the authority. You're demonstrating how you can help them. You're showing how you've helped other people. You're building that community, and you're using the community as social proof for what is possible when someone is in your world. And then you provide them with the perfect opportunity or the perfect vehicle via your programs, your offers, your art, whatever it is. Literally, it doesn't matter what you're selling. You're offering them a transformation and a solution. Even if it's a song, I promise. You're doing something. You're shifting them. And so when you can combine those two things, this is when you attract people who want to pay. And not just people who want to pay, but people who want to pay again and again and again. Make yourself available for opportunity and abundance and possibility. Make yourself available to your community. Make your dream and your possibility that you offer accessible to everybody, and then give ways for people to work closely with you in exchange for a monetary energy. And that way, you get to build your life. Your person gets to invest in themselves and make a claim and take a stance and draw a line in the sand and say, I will see value from this investment. I am putting money into myself. I'm putting energy work into myself, and I'm going to see a return. I'm going to see change in myself, and I'm willing. I would love the opportunity to invest with you to get the change that I know you can offer me. So it's not just about attracting clients fast. It's not just about bringing people in the door so you can get their money. This is about the world at large. It's about your purpose on the planet. It has to do with your mindset and the actions you take. So I want you to leave a comment on Spotify or DM me on Instagram what your takeaways are about this episode. How do you feel you're going to work on building your audience and your clients? And what kind of offers can you put in front of them that will help them and also position you as the authority in whatever field you're working in, whatever niche it is? You can gain notoriety and gain people's trust as a source of transformation just by demonstrating that to them for free in your content. I'm so excited to see and hear what this does for you, because I know this is such a huge thing, and I know it's so important. I know how important it is to bring money in the door. I get it, okay? But the way you're thinking about it and going about it is the old school traditional way, which is the antithesis of how energy actually works. And so it's blocking you from getting sales. Needing clients to come in and pay fast is why you don't have them. So we have to work on dismantling that belief system, changing the affirmations, and then doing the work in the physical world to bring people in, building a community, building a brand, putting the offers in front of them that they desire now, and then being relentless about that. Being unapologetic about the fact that you're selling, being unapologetic about the fact that you have a transformation for your people and you want them to know that it's available to them. You are simply inviting them into the possibility of change with what you have. That's all selling is. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. If you're feeling like you're bad for selling or people are mad at you, I want you to check out the October game plan inside of the Big Beautiful Dreams Club. Okay, bigbeautiful.dreams.com. The October game plan is all about learning how to talk about what you sell, how to position it so it speaks to your ideal client and actually works for you, so you feel excited and honored and energetic about selling what you're doing and not drained and embarrassed and shameful about it, okay? So bigbeautifuldreams.com. Check out the October game plan. There's just a few days left in the month before the November game plan is dropping, and the October game plan is pretty in-depth. Actually, it's so in-depth that I'm probably going to pull it out of that club and make it its own product. It's going to stay in Big Beautiful Dreams Club, but I'm also going to pull it out and make it something else because it's so good and it's very thorough and in-depth. But if you want to learn how to sell and talk about your offers and position yourself, definitely check out bigbeautifuldreams.com. This month is all about selling your offers. And then next month, we have a brand new game plan that is going to help you with your content on social media. So you do not want to miss that. And I'm actually going to raise the price of the Big Beautiful Dreams Club. I don't have a date yet, but I think it will be by the end of the year. It's going to go up to $88 a month. That's what I've decided. And it is so worth more than that. Right now, it's $59 a month. If you join now, and if you're in there now, you are locked in at the price you join. So if you're a founding member and you're at $49 a month, as long as you are a member, as long as you stay, you get to keep that price. And then if you're at $59 right now, or if you join anytime before I raise that price, then you get to stay locked in at $59 a month, even if the price goes up, which it's going to go up. So it's going up to $88. I don't know when, but right now is a great time to join, like I said, because that October game plan is still in there, and November is going to drop soon, and you definitely want to get started on that October game plan as soon as possible because it is so incredibly powerful and so going to help you talk to your clients and your audience and turn them into buyers, because I know that's what you want, okay? So I love you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for checking out this episode. If you would like my personal help, roxytalks.com. Check out Synergy, where I guide you in a monthly membership as you build your business. And don't forget to hit me up on Instagram. Send me a DM. Let me know how this resonated for you. Leave a comment on Spotify. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple if you feel so inclined. Check me out on TikTok if you're over there. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for checking out this episode. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. I'll see you next week.